Oh, okay.
I'm not doing a Baker Act.
Okay. Because you're laughing? You're laughing?
Deputies responded to a Motel 6 in Florida to remove a female guest. What began as a routine trespass removal ended with an arrest whose stated legal basis was that a bystander was laughing.
You're laughing?
I am laughing.
You're f***ing
Are
laughing?
you gonna come up to me?
You're f***ing laughing? Are you gonna f***ing come up to me?
I'm the one that was arguing with the fat dude? What room is she at?
She on 138. Her daughter just came though. Hopefully her daughter came.
Very aggressive. Hold on, really quick.
Just got threatened.
Okay, just 1 second, all right?
Huh?
So I thought
you came here to pick her up.
Let's take over here.
Any force analysis, the Fourth Amendment requires a threshold question. Was there probable cause to arrest? Under Florida Statute Section 843.02, resisting an officer without violence requires one essential element: the officer must be in the lawful execution of a legal duty at the moment resistance occurs. No lawful duty, no valid charge. The word lawful is not decorative. It is the entire foundation of the statute. The daughter arrived to assist in removing her mother. She reported a physical assault. She requested a Baker Act evaluation. None of these disclosures constituted probable cause for her arrest. No order had been issued to her. No crime had been alleged against her. When the deputy initiated the arrest, he was asked directly, "What is the charge?" His answer, captured on Bodycam, was unambiguous. He stated she was being arrested because she was laughing. This is the central legal failure of this encounter. The First Amendment does not suspend during a police encounter. In City of Houston v. Hill, 482 U.S. 451, the Supreme Court held explicitly that the First Amendment protects a significant amount of verbal criticism and challenge directed at police officers. Laughter, expressive frustration, and profane language directed at law enforcement falls squarely within the scope of that protection. Florida has no statute criminalizing laughter, no ordinance, no case law supporting the arrest of a citizen for a visible emotional reaction. The deputy's articulation of probable cause, therefore, fails at the constitutional level before reaching any question of force. Because the predicate arrest was unlawful, the downstream charge of resisting without violence cannot survive legal scrutiny. Under established 11th Circuit precedent, a subject cannot lawfully be convicted of resisting an arrest that itself lacked legal basis. The resisting charge requires lawful execution of duty. Remove the lawful arrest, and the charge collapses. Separately, the Baker Act issue carries independent constitutional weight. Florida Statute Section 394.463 authorizes law enforcement to initiate involuntary examination when a person presents articulable signs of a mental health crisis with risk of harm. The daughter provided specific, verbal, documented on-camera grounds: erratic behavior, paranoid allegations, and concern for her mother's safety. The deputy declined without documented assessment or alternative referral. This is a failure of policy compliance, not merely a judgment call. The reasonableness standard under Graham v. Connor, 490 U.S. 386, asks what a reasonable officer would do given the totality of circumstances. A reasonable officer with a Baker Act request on the table, a subject making incoherent allegations, and a family member in distress would document, assess, and at minimum engage the mental health evaluation framework before directing attention to the daughter. Now to the grades. The deputy receives a D. The arrest lacked probable cause. The stated basis laughter has no legal support under Florida law or the United States Constitution. The Baker Act request was dismissed without documented evaluation. The deputy allowed personal frustration to substitute for legal judgment. Credit is given. No excessive force was used during the restraint, and the deputy maintained basic composure under a volatile verbal exchange. But tactical restraint does not cure a constitutionally defective arrest. The grade reflects the gravity of the legal failure, not the physical conduct alone. The daughter receives a B+. She arrived to assist, disclosed a physical assault, requested a Baker Act evaluation, and raised every legally relevant assault. The deputy did not escalate to violence and consistently demanded a legal explanation, which is the correct response to an unlawful arrest. The deduction reflects her extended verbal escalation, which, while constitutionally protected, provided a pretext that a more measured approach would have denied the deputy entirely. If the predicate arrest is challenged and found unlawful, her resisting charge fails as a matter of law. 3 takeaways from this encounter. First, probable cause is a constitutional floor, not a formality. An officer who cannot articulate a recognized crime has no lawful basis to arrest, and a resisting charge built on that arrest carries the same constitutional defect. Second, the First Amendment is not suspended by an officer's personal displeasure. Laughter, profanity, and emotional expression directed at police are protected. Enforcement action taken in response to protected speech exposes the department to civil liability under 42 U.S.C. Section 1983. Third, when a family member presents articulable Baker Act criteria, documentation and assessment are not optional. Failure to engage that framework while then arresting the person who raised it compounds the department's legal exposure significantly. Let us know if there is an interaction or legal topic that you would like us to discuss in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more content on police court interactions